Welcome back to my channel, and I've got new results. I did some more extensive testing because being able to reproduce results is part of the scientific method. So, as you can see here, I only tested with the Mikuni this time, which is the correct size carb for the engine. And this is the results for using mineral oil. This is the results for using semi-synthetic. And this is the results using synthetic and Maxima Castor 927, the red graph. So you can see, like last time, the Mikuni prefers mineral oil over synthetic. The difference this time is 9%. It wasn't such a big difference last time, and I don't know why, but that shows us the importance of retesting. So for mineral oil, again, I'm using Synplus. For synthetic, I'm using Maxima Formula K2. 927 is Castor 927, and the semi-synthetic is what I mixed together of K2 and Synplus at a 50 to 50 ratio. As you can see here, I also list the fuel oil ratios and the size of the main jet. Okay, so you see a natural progression here from 80 to 85 to 95. So if you match your engine oil to what's needed according to the carb size, you can also, as an added benefit other than increasing the power, get fuel savings. Because the difference in fuel usage between a 95 main jet and an 80 main jet is 16%. That's an added benefit of correct matching. One thing I don't know in this testing is if the effects are going to be the same difference with a larger engine. This is a small engine, a 48cc, and the small engines are more sensitive, and so I don't know. It could be the same percent difference. It could be this smaller difference as you go larger on engine size. I'm not sure. It would be nice if someone else would jump in and continue the same testing on a larger engine and report, so I can know what to tell others. The problem is people are very reluctant to use mineral oil, which to me the solution would be just use semi-synthetic. You can see here that the difference between mineral oil and semi-synthetic is not as huge as the difference between mineral oil and synthetic. This is the oil that I use. These three oils right here have about the same viscosity at 200 degrees Celsius, and this has a little bit less. And my engine has very thin chrome plating on the cylinder, very thin. If I screw up and use the wrong oil or use the wrong ratio, that plating comes off. And I'm here to tell you, I've gone a long time using Amalie Synplus, which is the lesser of these four oils. Let me show you one other source of information. This is my page on engine oils. So I stole this post from Thumper Talk, and this guy writes, "This isn't exactly a scientifically conducted test. It's just my opinions and observations about several different oils that I've tried over the last few years on both my KX250 and my KDX250. All of these results are obtained running a 26-to-1 ratio with jetting as close to perfect as I am capable of. Each oil was used through the life of at least one top end. I only used Wasco pistons and rings." So he used Golden Spectra, which is a mineral oil, Castor 927, Redline, which is partially synthetic, Mobil 1, and Yamalube 2R. For a dyno-based semi-synthetic oil, while it used to be semi-synthetic, I really don't think it is now, looking at the specs in the safety data sheet. This is an exceptional product that performs as well as any full synthetic out there. The piston and cylinder always look good, with no significant shiny spots or scuffing. The ring grooves, piston crown, and combustion chamber were very clean, with only a light circular carbon pattern on the crown and head. The valves are almost as clean as with MX2T, although not clean enough to not need removing and cleaning. The top and bottom of the engine are always well lubed with plenty of residual oil, even on the power valves. This is my oil of choice, and I wholeheartedly recommend it to everyone. There you go. It's not just from me. Someone else is saying that we should not be afraid to use mineral oil. He said it wasn't very dirty, gave good protection, gave good longevity, and in this day and age of horrible economy, it's a very good low price. All the mineral oils are very low price. The synthetic oils are easily 4 times as much. But if you're just very reticent to use a full mineral oil, just use a semi-synthetic. So you get better power, you get better fuel economy, you spend less on the engine oil that you use. You'll probably spend half as much. This is a list of semi-synthetics, and these 3 are my top choice because of the lack of solvent or solvent-like Group 1 oils. The Motul 510 is 25% synthetic. The Motul 710, I estimate about 2/3 synthetic. The Castrol Power 1 is 15% synthetic. Please do consider going to a semi-synthetic. It's less costly, gives good protection if you use enough of it, which, probably 30-to-1 would be a good average ratio to use on these. Yeah, semi-synthetics. So according to my testing, the only engine that I would recommend a synthetic for would be a really high RPM, high stress racing engine, or an engine that has too small a carb on it, because then that shifts the power droplet distribution more toward the fat range, more toward being like a normal carburetor. So that's about it for now, and I'm glad that you were here to explore this technical aspect of motorcycles, the relationship between carb size and engine oil. Thanks for watching. Take care.